Why is the stock price so low, guys? The company is failing. Oh my God. Not so fast. So I'm going to break down my BSLK trade for the next couple months. I found something in the February 14th SEC filings that explain why we're now trading at all-time lows and why that probably won't last past next week. I'm going to go over why the stock is trading at all-time lows, and then the rest of my content is going to be available on Patreon. I'm starting my $10 a month service, so all of my future financial analysis for BSilk will be there. And then everything else I post, I will be posting on Patreon first, and a week later, I will be bringing it to YouTube. And my new plan to see if I can turn this channel into something that is financially sustainable for myself so I can continue offering you great content and great analysis going forward. So let's get into Bolt Projects. As you can see, if we zoom out a bit here, Bolt Projects is now trading at $2.16. This is the lowest it has ever traded. And you have a few more days to buy it at these levels, and we're going to look at why it is so low. And then in my Patreon content, which I will start uploading by tomorrow, I'm going to look at why the stock price is potentially going to go much higher. So we're looking at a daily chart here. Each one of these bars is 1 day of price action. We can see back on February 13th, we have a low, we have an open of $6.26, and it went all the way up to $25 before closing at $24.16, around there. Then their SPAC sponsor started selling a bunch of shares, and then a few months later we had a reverse stock split. Then we've had more insider shares ever since then, so now we're trading at all-time lows, and I believe that this will continue until the end of the month. This is why. On February 14th, Bolt Project Holdings filed a registration statement for the resale of up to 9.8 million shares of its common stock. The shares are to be resold by Triton funds, the selling stockholder. These shares include up to 6.8 million shares issuable under a common stock purchase agreement and up to 3 million shares underlying a warrant. Under the purchase agreement, Bolt can require Triton to purchase up to $1.5 million of common stock between the effective date of the registration statement and June 30th. The purchase price per share will be 75% of the lowest daily volume weighted average price during the 10 days prior to payment. We are June 24th. Monday, June 30th is the end of this period when the stock price is going to be low. And so Triton is currently forced to purchase up to 1.5 million of common stock between the effective date and June 30th. So they have 3 more trading days to do that, or potentially 4 if you include June 30th in that. The purchase price will be 75% of the lowest daily volume weighted average during the 10 trading days prior to the payment. So we have 3 more days left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a daily chart, remember? 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can see likely, so those 10 days give us our volume weighted average around between 240 and where we are today at around 208. So they give us about $2 to 240 cents, somewhere in there. If we just do some math here, They might only have to pay 1.6 bucks per share. Then they can immediately resell those registered shares at the market price. So sometime between now and June 30th, probably June 30th, June or early July, we're going to see a press release that Triton has bought $1.5 million worth of shares. And then everyone on X is going to go crazy and be like, holy shit. And the stock price is going to shoot up. And then Triton can immediately resell those shares at the market price. In my opinion, this is why Bolt Project Holdings is trading at all-time lows right now. Triton can essentially short the stock through their purchase agreement by buying at 75% of the 10-day low volume weighted average price. Incentive to keep the price low so that they can get the cheapest shares. And I would expect by next week we're going to start to see the stock price moving back up. We'll see how quickly that happens. It could be a violent move. It could be gradual. You'll be able to tell next week whether or not my prediction is right. So that's why the stock is low. Over the next number of months, I have reason to believe that there is room for it to go much higher, and I'm going to break down all those trades on Patreon. If you're interested, you can find more videos there starting tomorrow. Thanks as always for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.